Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gio here, and it's been a very long time since I've done one of these types of videos, but I'm going to be doing a best fonts of 2024 video here, and I will be picking some of my favorite fonts that I've used throughout this year. I decided to put 7 new fonts that weren't in the previous video in this one. I didn't do a 2023 video because I was busy with college, but I'll be going right into this video right here and starting off with Mortend. It's a very nice looking font. I guess you could use it for more futuristic-y type of vibe. It's like a wider font as well, so it takes up a little bit more space. So the bigger you get with the font, it tends to go more horizontally than it does vertically, if that makes sense. It's a very good font. I've used this one a lot for different graphics. It's definitely one of my favorites. Next on the list, we're going to go to Mistreats. I know this is probably the most basic font on this list because it's on Google Docs. It's basically just like a default font for a lot of websites, but I do like every variation of this font family. Very versatile. I could use it for pretty much anything. I use it for my job for a lot of the stuff just because it's very simple to read, very easy to see from far away or from up close. It's just a good font. It's a bit of a bolder font, no serifs. It's just, you know, it's a basic bold font, but it's so versatile that like I had to put it on this list because I've been using it for majority of this year. Next on the list is Venice Boulevard. This one here has its own uses. I wouldn't say it's as versatile as the previous two, but I just think it looks very nice, and I think people would be able to figure out what to do with this font. All these fonts on this video I've used throughout the year, so whether that be a little bit or a lot, these ones are the ones I've picked the most. So yeah, that's why this one's on the list. I don't have much to say on Venice Boulevard. I just think it looks very nice. I don't think it's as versatile as Mortend or Montserrat, but up to you. Next font on the list is Box Round. This one's a little bit more futuristic-y. I've used this one to kind of recreate like video game loading bars or like binary text, basic stuff like that, just like somebody typing on a computer. This is what the vibes it gives me, like old school, like typing on a computer in a console or whatever, and this is what pops up, like those hacker movies. I guess that's how I describe it. Next, we have Kenyan Coffee. This one's more of a classic font. You've probably seen this font a ton, especially on YouTube, because it is just so popular. It's like the font that was like recommended for designers back in the day. So like this and Bebas New are probably the two most used thumbnail fonts. That and Burbank, the Fortnite font. These are probably the 3 most used fonts. But I really like Kenyan Coffee just because it's a little bit more vertical than it is wide. So if I want to put, like, if I want a boxier type of design, I use this one because it's like, it's more flat, I guess, on the top and bottom. I don't know how to really describe it, but I really like this font. It's one of my favorites I've used over the years. I've been using Kenyan Coffee and Bebas New since like 2016, but I had a very long period where I didn't use either of them because I wanted to switch things up. But Kenyan Coffee always finds itself into the mix. I thought I'd mention in this video. The next one is Overrides. It's more of a marker type font, more like a graffiti type-esque type of font. I use this a bunch, especially on game day graphics. See a bunch of it on my portfolio. You'll see this font all over the place. Same with the very next font, which is Knucklehead. It's a little bit more bolder, a little bit more condensed. It's similar to Kenyan Coffee. The way the font is, it's kind of like, you could see like the diagonal motions in the letters that have like the bridges in them. So like K's, H's, A's, those types of letters that have the bridges, they look a little bit better. They're a little bit cooler. It's going at an angle. It makes it, you know, give it some style. But that is the last font in the video. I know this might have been a quick one, but, you know, I kind of want you guys to have these fonts. I don't want to go too in depth with them, but I use these ones. I'm not too great at reviewing fonts, so, you know, you could always tell me, hey, you suck at reviewing fonts, but I just like these 7 that we've picked for this one. I don't know how many I had in the last video, but I just picked these ones off the top of my head because I use them the most. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Later.